Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Tate McRae, okay? And there's been some discourse and conversation around her name, and I don't really know much about her, but I have heard about her off and on for a little bit. And I just wanted to talk about what some people's opinions of her are, takes of her, and my personal opinions. And let's really get into it. Let's see how you guys really feel about Miss Tate, okay? So, in case some of you watching don't know who she is, she's responsible for some viral tracks, Greedy, X's, and You Broke Me First. Now, the first song that I recognized her from was You Broke Me First. That's a song that I heard from her. I didn't know who she was, but I had heard the song before, like in the ether, right? And it sounded very Billie Eilish inspired, but then I ended up finding out that apparently Billie Eilish either wrote that song or another one of her songs. So to me, it actually made sense. And I was like, oh, okay, another like indie inspired, emotional type of singer. Kind of going down the line of like a Billie Eilish, Lord, a Halsey, even. Like it was giving that kind of vibe. And honestly, I'm not really into that kind of vibe. I don't even really listen to Billy like that. Um, so that's not like my type of indie music that I've always listened to before, those artists were huge. But it was a smooth sound and it was cool. It was cool. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. But that's a popular song that a lot of people enjoyed from her. Right now, she's kind of blowing up. Apparently, she was a dancer in the past, solely, and then she broke into the music industry. And so she's getting a lot of comparisons right now because of the music videos that she has put out and the performances that she's done. She's getting comparisons to Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears because of the way that she dances in her videos and in her performances, which I can totally see what they're saying with that. I can totally see what people are saying with that, but it's just comparisons are good and bad because it can put the artist up to an expectation that maybe they can't actually meet, or you want them to be at a level of which they probably will not satisfy. They did it with Normani and Beyonce. They did it with Chloe and Beyonce. They're doing it with Victoria Monet and Beyonce. They're doing it with a lot of people. Every time we find an artist or someone who's talented at something, we tend to compare them to someone of a previous generation. And I think the reason why is because we are lacking that innovativeness in music and we want something significant or comparable to those greats that are still here, but their times are kind of passing or have passed. So we want someone to come in and replace them. So I do get the sentiment, but the pressure on the artists, I can't imagine that being very fun to have that pressure or that expectation on them. So, much like a lot of people, I agree that we should stop with the comparisons. We should just let these people be these people, but it's hard because a lot of them are inspired, so it's easy to kind of see or draw the similarities out, and then the comparisons go from there. Oop. Oop. There's also some other stuff that was happening that I was seeing on Twitter. I'm like, oh, y'all are messy. People are trying to say that Nicki Minaj is intimidated by Tate McRae and that Nicki might push her album back again because Tate McRae is coming. And people are comparing her to Nicki Minaj. People are comparing her to Beyonce. And I'm just like, what is going on? This is the first time I'm really hearing about this girl for real, in a mainstream huge level. And there's all this drama surrounding her right now. Not drama, but just fan related drama and speculation, right? And it's very interesting. With the whole Nicki Minaj and Tate McRae situation of people like saying that, Tate McRae is better, or Nicki is afraid that Tate McRae is going to take her out of the number one spot for her album. Woo, Lord, Tate McRae is brand new. I don't think she should have to worry about her. I don't think Nicki Minaj is gonna her album or singles are going to be impacted by Tate McRae. I'm just going to say that now just because Nicki is Nicki. So her album is like 5 years, 6 years in the making here, and people have been waiting on it. So I think that's a stupid convo. Now, let's also get into what some fans and just bystanders have on their personal feelings or opinions of Tate. How much is Tate McRae posting you guys to post positive things about her music? Hits after hits, and it being 2 songs? Y'all are so unserious. Would listen if she didn't sing with the vocal fry. Is the star power in the room with us now? Hit after hit? She literally has a one big hit song so far. Mozzie's in the plant industry confirmed. This sounds like a thank you next scrap, I swear, and not in a bad way. It just fits the musical aesthetic so good. Someone speaking on her most recent music says, sounds like every other basic TikTok song. Tate is smashing right now, dropping nothing but hits. You can tell she didn't write this, her vibe don't match the lyrics at all. Pop music is in shambles. She did what the other girls should have did. Bring back our pop stars that perform and sing. Tate is allergic to making bad songs. Bop. If only her voice sounded good. She's what Normani failed to be. Pink Friday 2 coming to outsell whatever this is. This is the 2023 version of cursive singing. Tanked. Tate McRae, Beyonce. You're supposed to put McRae. Banger. She is so fine. Did that. So, those are just a few opinions that are floating around Twitter. There are many, many more, okay? So, I wanted to give my personal thoughts and opinions on her. First, I want to say she is extremely talented. She is extremely talented, and I do appreciate the versatility that she holds. She is a singer and a dancer at the same time. That is a rarity in pop right now. Um, so I can't even shit on it. Like, there's not a lot of people out here doing this. And some people are probably going to comment Normani, Chloe, and Victoria Monet. Yes, they are here and they do that. But the only problem with that theory or bringing that up as an argument right now is that Normani isn't really here doing anything or making any active music. Chloe has, but nobody has been receptive to the music that she's put out. She's a great performer though. And Victoria Monet is here, but she's still breaking in. She has her music and everything, but she isn't at a mainstream level yet either. But she's very talented and she's on a winning streak right now. Um, so I'd say all in all, that argument is kind of, I don't know how relevant it is, only because the artists that we're using to compare Tate McRae to aren't really actively doing a whole lot outside of Victoria Monet. Now, if they get in the game and they're actually here putting up the music and putting up the performances on, all the time, then yeah, we can all, rope them all together, but I don't really think it makes sense. Ooh, excuse me, sense to bring them up right now, being that they're kind of inactive. I think for what Tate is doing, she is extremely talented. Now, let me get into the singing and the songs aspect of it. I'm not a fan of her voice. Not gonna lie to you. I don't think she's untalented, like I said, but I don't care for her voice at all. So for the people who are like saying that, I can agree with that. She's not really like a vocalist. And I don't like the sound of her voice, frankly. But I won't deny her ability to construct a good song. If she's writing her music, then, props to her because the songs aren't bad. It's just her voice, to me, I don't care for, okay? But that doesn't strip her of her talent. And maybe for me, it's just gonna be hearing a certain song that'll make me like her music. Like maybe she'll come out with a certain record that'll encapsulate me, but right now, uh, no, not really into her music. I can respect her for her dancing ability and her ability to make a hit and give us choreography and kind of feed the girls in that way because there's not a lot of people who are giving songs that are captivating audiences and performances at the same time. So she has my respect for that and hats off to her for that. What do you guys think about her? What do you guys think about the comparisons that she's been made to some of the biggest people in the industry? What do you guys think about her personally? comes down to her music and her dancing ability. What do you guys think for the longevity of her career? It seems like that people are also trying to debate whether or not she's an industry plant. People are like, oh, all of a sudden we're just seeing and hearing about Tate McRae. I'm not going to jump to the industry plant stuff because I don't have enough like information about her and enough like viable evidence for me to even pin industry plant on her. I'd have to research her more, look into her where she came from a little bit more before I would even make that assertion. So I'm not going to go with any of those claims, but people are throwing that out there as well. And people are saying whoever her label is, which I believe is RCA, um, is doing their fair share of promoting and pushing her, and that they want her to be the next big pop star. Which pushing her, that's not a bad thing. I mean, if they're pushing her, good. So, somebody has to be pushed, somebody has to be promoted. I don't think there's anything wrong with like her label pushing or promoting her, and she's talented. So I'd rather see someone like Tate McRae be pushed and promoted than, I don't know, insert name of lackluster artist who sucks completely here. So I have no problem with the promotion. But you guys let me know about everything you feel about Tate McRae down below, good, bad, in between, or otherwise. Keep it respectful though, because everybody has an opinion, and let everybody be free to have that, regardless if you agree with it or not. And I will see you guys in my next video. I love you. Bye.